Welcome to video 2. In today's video, we're going to learn how goals fall flat on their face and how to avoid some of these pitfalls. Let's take a moment and review what we learned in video 1. How do we actually find greater solutions to some of our goals? We learned about SMART goals and how to focus in on the what of our goal, getting really clear on what it is we want. Now consider your goal for right now as just a practice goal. Why do I say this? I want you in a mindset of constructive energy and a relaxed state. When it's just a practice goal, we tend to relax more, seek the lessons and the learning rather than perfection. The need to be perfect creates stress, and stress creates tension that has us performing sloppily throughout our lives. So let's first off focus in. So why the focus? Outlook Development says an arrow shot without a target always hits its mark. Meaning, sometimes we have this huge goal that's kind of vague, and that's what we want. Well, we're wondering at the end of that goal, why don't we get it? Well, we weren't specific enough. We didn't have enough focus. So an arrow shot without a target always hits its mark. If we don't know what we want, then that's what we're going to get. Sometimes our goals, when we do get specific, feel like an elephant-sized goal. And it goes back to the idea, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, the same way you approach the goals in your life. Now, it may take a year or two to eat that elephant-sized goal that you're looking at. I want to ask you the question, how much can you chew or bite off in the next 10 to 13 weeks? That's palatable. That's a good chunk, a quarter of the year. And this is why I like to focus my goals around the 90-day mark. The goal, again, could be part of a larger goal. It's just how much do I want to chunk off in the next 13 weeks? Now, there are 3 reasons why I see the goals fail. In my experience, number 1 is they're poorly set goals. Either they're not planned well, or there's no passion in the goal, it's a have to. It's poor timing in the season of that person's life, or they're so obsessed with planning they never take action. So consider right now a goal and the time and the commitment level you have right now in your life. What is the perfect goal for you, or how much of that goal could you chew off in the next 13 weeks? Once again, as you're planning your goal or selecting your goal, consider the time and commitment you have right now in your life, whether you have small children, whether you have a full-time job, and ask yourself as well, is your why big enough? The bigger the why, the more possible to find solutions over any challenges. We want to take the time to really plan a goal well. As Zig Ziglar says, a goal properly set is halfway reached. So when we take the time to really properly set the right goal that we're willing to invest the time and energy in, then we're halfway to our goal. The number 2 reason why I see goals fail is this mentality of I've got to do it all alone. The lone wolf syndrome. You know where you are, you know where you sit. It's where we're not willing to delegate, we're putting it all on our shoulders, we don't want to put anybody out, and eventually we get burned out based off of that passion of ours or that goal. The 3rd reason is perfectionist thinking. There's so much pressure that it no longer becomes a goal of joy, and our limiting beliefs show up and start running the show, and all that pressure we eventually burn out, let go, and then the belief ends up being right about why we never succeed in our lives. So let's pick the right goal for us. One of the biggest patterns of failure I see are people setting unattainable goals. It's not necessarily the goal itself is unrealistic, it's that the time frame or the resources that you're considering in your life right now are not realistic. So once again, it's not that the goal is unrealistic, it's just the time frame and the resources are unrealistic. So right now in this moment, I want you to give up. I want you to give up on some of those old poor ways of setting goals, those patterns of failure, and learn a better way, all right? Set yourself up to win instead. Anybody ever heard of a gentleman by the name of Michael Jordan? Of course, right, all of us. He says this wonderful thought. I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. I mean, even Olympians don't set their sights at winning the gold their first time out in the field. They start with local competition, regional, they move into national, and then from there they go on to the Olympics, right? So don't start off with this Olympic-sized goal waiting for our dreams to be crushed. Start with the right goal for you at this season of your life. And I'm going to teach you some ways of setting a powerful goal, elements here, because think about this. You are in success attainment training as future leaders and masters of influence and people who will live at their highest and best selves. what I would like for you to start off with is just brainstorming. Write a list of your passions. Review some of your list of 100 things to be, do, have, and consider one item, one possibility of a goal that you would like to pursue in the next 90 days. All right, just explore some possibilities. In the next video, I'm going to share with you some of the ingredients of the elements of a powerful goal, and let's set this thing on right. All right, we'll see you there.